slow on the left front. It looks like that is not what they needed here. They'll go around and change the right sides and get it as full of fuel as they need, but a little bit of a slow stop here for the 9.
Oh, really slow. A little more challenging, you know, when you're dealing and working around the damage to make a pit stop. 9 exits. Raja Carew takes over the lead. He'll have to pit as well. Then it will be Jesse Love on point. Boy, this has been crazy. 20 laps to go. Anybody's guess how it's going to finish here at Watkins Glen. Hang around. Big one coming on the CW. Play by heading to your local lottery retailer to get in the game for tonight's estimated Powerball jackpot of $47 million. We said before we went side by side, Raja Carew was going to have to make a pit stop. Race leader comes down, so that turns the top spot over to Jesse Love. And as you start to dissect where this thing is, you look at the top 4 guys in the running order in our bumper. All of them came down at lap 48. So it's been 17 laps since they last came to pit road. They are all snug on fuel. And we say that based on what Dylan got a report of from the 54 team. We just think it's going to be really close for all of them. But right now, they control this race.
I like the position, though, of Connor Zilisch the most of it. I know he's 14.5 seconds back at Jesse Love. But we think Jesse Love might still have to save a little more fuel. But even at the pace he's running right now, Zilisch is going to catch him with about 3 laps to go.
Well, and Kim let us know that Jesse has been saving, being told to save as he's in this position right now with a 2.4-second lead over his teammate. So his job right now is to save and lose as little time as possible while saving fuel. But how do you do that? You're lifting before you get to the brake zones, coasting, then allowing yourself to brake a little bit later in the corner, compressing those brake zones essentially, and just limiting your time at full throttle. You'll still use full throttle down the straightaways to keep lap time, but it's all about that coast and then moving your braking point forward into the corners. It allows you to save fuel and stretch it further. And I will tell you, these 2 drivers in the RCR cars are some of the best on fuel mileage in this series. If anyone can make it, it might be these 2.
Let's get some team radio that helps tell the story. This Better Hearing Month, Starkey can help you hear your best. Scan the QR code to take a short, free online hearing test at starkey.com. Now let's listen to Starkey Team Radio.
Chad, when do you think you'll know when you're safe, or will it be hard to judge that? Yeah, we can't see it in here. It's all off with his things and what he's going to tell us, so we have nothing there to tell what's going on. And how close are we thinking? About a lap and a half short.
Well, I don't like that computer. I'll tell you right now. I wouldn't feel very good. I mean, those guys are going to have to continue to save. I mean, Jesse Love's down to 75.20 that last lap, so that difference from what Connor Zilisch is running right now to 73.90. I mean, it's a second quarter a lap, second and a half a lap sometimes. He's 12 seconds back. We have 15 laps to go. I just think the position of being aggressive is a much better place to be in than the guys that are trying to save fuel and still weighing those fuel cans after filling up the car in earlier pit stops to understand what kind of fuel mileage they're getting on the day. Kim?
Yeah, about half a lap ago, Jamie Stockman coming back on the radio and said to Jesse, I need a major save from you, and then continues to remind his driver about every 15 to 30 seconds. So a little bit of sweating happening on top of the spotter stand for the crew chief of the number 2.
Well, you've got to know that information a lot earlier. You can't, I mean, we have 10 laps to go. As a driver, you want to just save a little bit each lap. You can't do a massive save all of a sudden. That would be frustrating to me from inside the car. I mean, because we felt like what we were hearing from them is that they were really close, they were within a lap, and then all of a sudden it's a massive save. It's a totally different story. It's deflating as a driver inside of the car to hear that. And again, as we say that, Zilisch was a second and a half faster. It's down to 6.5 seconds back right now. This ain't Connor's in the best position.
How about RCR hasn't won on a road course in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series since 2016? Got it done at Road America with Michael McDowell. Their drivers run 1-2. Junior Motorsports has won the last 10 on the road, and the guy trying to run him down, piling that number 1 for JRM, and that's Connor Zilisch there in the 3rd position. You know, Ross Chastain has been quiet today, but he's up there in the top 5, giving that 32 a great run for Jordan Anderson Racing.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but as the 2 car was turned into turn 1, I can see Connor at the start-finish line. Yeah. So from Connor's perspective, to be able to see that, you can see how much ground you're making up, and they're reading those lap times off a second and a half. It was 2 seconds that last time by that he was our second half again that he was able to make up on him. The communication was about a half a lap ago. We'll see what this next lap time is.
Second.
So tight right there.
Yeah, Hill runs Zilich wide. One coming through to take the runner-up spot at the start-finish line. Just 7 to go. Zilich to second.
I don't see it. He only ran about a 10th quicker that lap. Maybe he's got a little bit less in the tank, but Connor, again, a half second quicker. He's 3.7 seconds back, and that was with a pass, having to check up a little bit for Austin Hill. See Connor slinging that car around through the S's.
Take a look back here out of 6. This is into 7. Zilich gets to the outside. What I thought was where it gets tight right there. A little hip check almost. Austin Hill was just trying to get the rears to hook up. But once Connor Zilich was to the side-by-side to turn 1, he could brake later, have more momentum, more grip in those tires. Went right on by.
Saw a little lap traffic there for Jesse Love. That'll hurt him.